Hey guys, how are you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tem que contar de 5 para trás para aparecer ao vivo. It's taking too long. I should be showing up live already. Why am I not live? Or is the delay too long? Ooh, I'm live. I don't know what's going on, but YouTube is just going crazy with this tool that we use, and sometimes it takes like 5 minutes to go live, and I'm like, am I live? Am I not live? Is there any problem? Should I freak out? Thank God, no, I can already see myself here in the video, which means everything is fine and we're live and we can already start our class. How are you doing, guys? One more Tuesday. I don't know for you, but guys, time flies and it's so scary. Like today is February 26th, almost March. So it seems, I don't know for you, but it seems for me that Christmas and New Year's was yesterday. I was just telling you guys, hey guys, Merry Christmas. I really hope you enjoy your holidays. Do you remember that? It's like March, Carnival, and then in a couple of weeks we're gonna have Easter. That's why I always say that we gotta plan our days, our lives, and just make the most out of it because time flies, guys. Let's see who's live here. I want to just say hello to you before we get our class started. So we have Maria Socorro Almeida Viana. Hi. Hello, my dear. Alice, Elisete. Hi, everybody. Emerson. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Graciela, Glaurinha, Eliette, Eli, Manuel, Maria Socorro again. Hello, my friends. André Girardi. Nedelli, hello guys. Rafael, Gilberto, Anna, my dear, I'm so happy you're here. Eliette, Ronaldo, just saying again. Eliette, did you change your desktop? What do you mean my desktop? My computer? Or you mean my background? If it's my background, yeah, we have a new one. I'm actually, I kind of changed my office. I kind of divided my office into 2 parts. So actually now this is my studio and in front of me I have my office where I work. This is my laptop and I have my computer because it's like so much simpler for me to work. Before doing that, it was just crazy because every time I have to record videos or just, set up all those things for our classes, I was just like half an hour having to work. Now everything is just like ready to go. I don't know if that's what you meant, by the way. So Walter, hello, professora Erika, hello, my dear, and Leticia. So guys, one more lesson today. Today's lesson number 20, nada, 30. 38, which means we already have 37 lessons passed. I like to emphasize all of this, guys, because I know that it's not everyone who's always here with me. Most of you, I can tell it is, which is awesome. But some people just watch one class and then 1 week later, they're kind of busy, just can't watch it. So I like emphasizing, especially because I've just mentioned that time flies. So if this is something that it's important to you, if English is something that you want to improve, you want to become fluent. By the way, I bought a very nice, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I'm going to, because, it's just not a problem. It's a book that I bought. It's called Correct Your English Errors. There's a library, actually, it's a bookstore, not a library, because I didn't borrow, I bought it. And this is super great because there are so many mistakes that sometimes we make and we don't know that we make them. I'm one of these type of people. I know that I sometimes make some mistakes, but I'm not really sure which are the mistakes that I make. So I love studying, guys. I'm all the time studying, not only with regards to English, but other things as well. But English, mainly English, because it's my job, it's my passion as well. So correct your English errors. You're just saying backwards, but it's okay. So avoid 99% of the common mistakes made of English learning. So this book is really great. I don't know if they sell in Brazil, but you can just Google it and see if you find it. But I'm enjoying that so much. I've already there are some exercises in here, this is just an extra, you know. So that's it, guys. Let's get our class started for today. So let me share my screen. We're gonna talk about sports today. Erika, sports. I don't practice sports. You should, because at least like something that you like, you know, at least if it's gymnastics or something, because this is healthy, guys. It's our life. We want to live longer because we have, I don't know, our family, our dreams, our goals. And if we're not healthy enough, we're not gonna be able to accomplish all those things. And some people just like watching sports from the TV or specific sports, because we just can practice all the sports that we just watch, like Olympic gymnastics, for instance. Well, my plan with this class today is not only let me share first my screen. Not only introduce the vocabulary with regards to sports, so everything that we have about it, but also some expressions, different expressions as well, different terms. So I guess you can already see my screen right now. Good evening, Marc Antonio. Hello. So if you're not a very sporty person, just stay with me, because, well, if that's not your favorite topic ever, the most favorite topic ever, at least you're going to be practicing your listening. All right. So grammar and vocab lesson 38. Guys, are you watching all our classes, or at least parts of it? Because it's important to get all the, we're kind of building here grammar structures and also different types of vocabulary. And you know, another thing that I'm just telling you guys all those things about sports, because when I used to teach private classes, I used to have some students that were like, ugh, that's boring. And you never know when you are going to have to speak. Oh, let me tell you something interesting. It's just a secret, okay? Just between you and I. Tuka's not boss, but boss's boss, the vice president of the company that works with him, he loves, like, Tuka and him never have topics in common. You know, they mainly talk about business, but when they just go out for a beer or something, they don't have lots of topics. But the guy is extremely insane about baseball, about like all the types of games, and he watches everything. And Tuka is my husband. Tuka kinds of knows some of the terms and expressions and vocabulary, and he got me last week saying, honey, I really got to study more about baseball, because, you know, he's really interested. He's really into baseball. And whenever he comes to me, he wants to talk about it. And I understand nothing about the vocabulary of the game. So you never know when you're going to have to do it. So this is something really interesting, because he speaks English fluently as well. And he was like, baseball, like the positions and the things, and it's just crazy. So today is just the first class about it. It's just about general sports that we have and basic information. You never know when you are going to find a person so you can have a conversation, that you can chat, and the person says, oh, do you like sports? What's your favorite sports? Or what sports don't you like? And you were like, oh my God, how do I say that in English? Okay, so yes, it's very, very important. Yes, I'm watching every class. Gil Verton, estrelinha pra você, amigo. Very, very good. Hello, Marcelo. How are you doing? Guys, if you're not, Mateus, hello. If you're still not doing like Gil Verton, you should watch every class. This is like practice, 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 besides adding vocabulary. So, again, I was going to tell you that I separated this class into some blocks. So, for example, let me just show you and then I'll go back. So we're going to have some contact sports. You're going to find me crazy, but okay. Contact sports, water sports, winter sports, air sports, a little bit more of air sports, ball over the net games, bat and ball games, board sports, and other sports. So we have like a lot of vocabulary here about sports, like other sports, other sports, other sports. And we also have some common vocab. So it's not about the sport itself, but some common vocab that we have among the sports, and also some expressions and verbs. So our class today is full of content. So stay with me to the end. Okay, guys, so let's get it done. Let's get it started and repeat after me. Remember my command. I like snapping my fingers so you understand it's your turn to speak. Okay, so when I say boxing, it's your turn. So you repeat out loud. Remember that when you speak out loud, when you repeat out loud, not only when I am here teaching you guys, but when you are watching a TV show, when you are listening to a song you like, and there's a word that is just calling up your attention, just say it out loud. Okay, I always do it, guys. What I'm teaching you, what I'm telling you to do is just because this is something that I do when I'm watching Shark Tank, because you guys know I'm obsessed with Shark Tank. There are 200 episodes. I've already watched them twice. But okay, this is my best practice ever. And I've learned so much from Shark Tank because this is real life. It's business. It's like not only with regards to English, but, you know, business as well. Anyway, so every time they say a different expression, they use something that I usually don't use. I say it out loud because it helps my brain notice that, oh, I guess Erika is saying that this is important and I should memorize. So that's the message. So that's why saying out loud, don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. This is just do what I'm telling you at least for a month. And if you notice that nothing has changed, so you forget what I'm saying. Okay? So, hi, Erika. Hi, classmates. Hi, Anna. Hey, Marlene. Marlene. Your name in English would be Marlene. Marlene. Beautiful. So, let's get it started, guys. So, boxing. Boxing. The other one is MMA. MMA, which is mixed martial, not martial, but martial arts. Next one, rugby. Ooh, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or BJJ. They love calling it BJJ. Next one, karate. Karate. This one is so weird and it sounds like a bad word in Portuguese, but it's not. It's karate. Karate. Okay. So repeat. Karate. Judo. Judo. So guys, once again, and pay attention to the pronunciation. So come on. Boxing. MMA. Rugby. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or BJJ. Karate, judo. This is something interesting to learn how native speakers speak. I know this might sound a little, I'm tired, I'm sick of listening native speakers. I don't want to sound like a native speaker, or I don't want to know what they, but guys, if you want to communicate, if you want to know, if you want to be understood, or if you want to understand, you gotta try to learn from people who were born in the country and speak that language from the moment they were born. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we're just mad and pissed, like, oh, native speakers, because there are so many English teachers out there just teaching like native speakers. But if you don't learn from the people who speak that language, like, you know, that's the best way. So don't be bored about it. This is really interesting. And what I'm telling you is just because, like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's the formal name. That's the full name. But I'm pretty sure, like, actually, I'm not pretty sure. I'm sure that the way they say is BJJ. My husband used to go to BJJ classes. And they don't say, oh, I'm going to my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class right now. They say, oh, are you taking some BJJ classes? BJJ. So just one tip. Okay, so BJJ. Next one. Oh, guys, with regards to the sports, I guess by the picture you can tell which is which, but I'm not going to get into deep and explain what's like the sport like. That's why I added the picture so I don't have to translate all of this because for example, oh, I don't know what BJJ means, Erika. So I suggest you, after the class, you just Google it and get more information about that sport. Because, guys, there are hundreds of sports out there, and we might not know about all of the sports, and it's okay. But if you're into learning all those things, so I suggest you, I'm not just going to explain, like, guys, boxing is a sport that you have to knock your partner, like, or you have to beat like this or like that, and you get the points. You know, because otherwise I'll have to do it with every sport. And like I told you, there are like here, there are dozens, but actually there are hundreds of sports. So water sports now, okay? So some sports that are done in the water. So just repeat, guys. Water skiing. Water skiing. Não é skiing, tá? Skiing. Skiing. Water skiing. Sailing. Sailing. Let's do it twice, okay? Kayaking. Kayaking. This is so nice. I love kayaking. Rowing. Rowing. Fishing. Fishing. Canoeing. Canoeing. Okay here, guys. So far, so good. Next one, winter sports. You can say winter sports or you can say winner. Like I'm the winner of the game, you know? So the same word, but actually, sorry, same pronunciation, but different words. Okay, so there's winner, like from the verb to win, right? So she is the winner. And there's winter. I don't know if you know what I mean. So let me write down because I don't want you to make a confusion about it. Tudo bem, microfone, você tá bem na minha frente. Obrigada, viu? So, winter. So, Erika, você tá demais hoje, linda. Pronto, winter. So we have winter, like right now here in the USA, it's winter, right? In Brazil, it's summer. In the US, Canada, it's winter, right? But the pronunciation here, you can say winter, or it's the way that it's more common to say, it's winter, winter. It's winter time. Again, we have just to check the context that we have with regards to the word. So here's winter sports. Winter sports. Não é esporte de vencedores. Okay? So sports in the winter, right? Winter sports, which is the same pronunciation of winter, as I told you. So repeat. Skiing. Remember water skiing. So here's just skiing. Sledding. Sledding. You might find, before I go on, if I'm not wrong, it's British English. They write like sledging. Like that. If I'm not wrong, it's British English, right? They write like sledging. Sledge. Sledge is the sport. Actually, the sport is sledging, but the action is sledge. So or sledging. Yeah, that one. Okay. So it's not sledging. But this one, if I'm not wrong, is British. I'm pretty sure I've seen this way, this form actually in different websites where people using it. But here in the US, we're gonna find with double D, sled, actually SLED, sled, or the sport sledding. Okay. Snowboarding. Once again, snowboarding. Ice fishing. This one is nice. I'll explain to you. Snowmobiling. Snowshoeing. Okay, now some of you might be looking to these pictures saying, what the hell is that, Erika? Because we do have winter in Brazil, but it's totally different from the winter here, especially in the Midwest, north of the US or Canada. where in the winter the sports are so common because it snows a lot and it's super cold. So skiing, snowboarding, I'm pretty sure you might have already seen that before, or even snowmobiling, which is like something we see in the movies, some people just riding these machines, this like it looks like some cars, right? Some motorized cars. So this is like snowmobiling. But ice fishing, let me try to explain to you, because this one is super interesting. The lake freezes, not only lakes but ponds. Do you know what the meaning of ponds, guys? Let me write here, ponds. So lakes, so we have lakes and ponds, right? So lakes are the big ones. We have a huge amount of volume of water. It's like large, like Lake Michigan, for instance, or what else? Lake Superior, which is the third. I think it's the largest lake in the world, like with the salty water, but the second or third in the, let's say, the hierarchy. This word's so hard, guys. So lakes are ginormous, are big. While ponds are smaller ones, you can actually make yourself a pond if you have space, if you have room in front of your house, or not in front, because in front is like the street, but behind, of course, you need authorization and all those things, but you can make your own pond, but they're smaller. So when you have ponds, like smaller ones, you have fish in the ponds, right? So when the ponds, or even smaller lakes, because lakes might be a little smaller as well, as smaller lakes or ponds, when they freeze, they don't freeze entirely, completely. They just freeze like just a layer, like I was going to say like that, but sometimes it freezes like that. So it really varies from the temperature and the size of the pond or the lake, but it's just the part, the first layer that freezes. So there's a measurement that they use that to let you know that you can walk on the lake, and this is crazy. Like to walk, I haven't walked this year so far, but I think I did it like 2 years ago, and it's crazy because I felt so scared, like, oh my God, imagine if it like breaks. And my husband, I almost killed him when he did it. I got so mad. He and his two friends got the car, I'm not lying. He got the car and they got into, I don't remember the lake. I think it was Lake Michigan. Of course, I didn't go. I wasn't in the car. I said, no, if you want to kill yourself, just go and do it. I'm not doing it. And it was like late March, and there was a sign saying, oh, just be careful because it's already melting and everything else. But they saw lots of cars just going into the lake and said, oh, they're going, so it's fine. I got so mad, guys. You just can't imagine. I got really mad. Imagine a car in the lake. Anyway, thank God nothing happened. I think I'm gonna have this video. I'll try to separate and bring to you, but it was like, But some people just go and fish in the lake or in the pond. So they make a hole, and of course you have fish inside of the lake, inside of the pond, and you just go and, like any other lake, any other river, whatever, you just fish, right? This is crazy. Have you already skied this year? Yes, Marlene, I have, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm actually editing the video to upload to my YouTube channel, and it was amazing. We're planning next weekend because there's a city around here where we can go skiing. It wasn't my first time. It was like my second or third, so it was okay for me. But Tuka had snowboarding, so he went snowboarding. It was his first time, and he thought it was easier. And he was like, I'm gonna ace it. And actually, he was like falling all the time. Poor husband, but it was fun. And guys, sledding, I'm also going to upload a video to my YouTube about sledding because I did it. Actually, kids do it more often, but adults do as well. I did it, and it is fun. You have a board Not necessarily like a board like that. It might be something simpler. Mine is in the car and two guys is out, but otherwise I would show you. It's just something made of plastic. You have other ones like fancier ones made of foam, and you just have to go down a hill with this board or with this, I don't know, whatever, and you just sit and just pray. But it's something super safe, so kids have lots of fun, adults as well, and they just go down the hill with this board. That's why the face of the boy is just saying, just looking at him like, he's having so much fun. And guys, snowshoeing is basically walking, for example, in a park or forests, if you have like say forests around here. So you can just walk, but if it's snowing like outside, we might have like this much of snow. So it's kind of impossible to walk because your feet just go down and you can't walk. When you use a specific shoe, which is called snowshoe, it's like, let's imagine like a small board to your feet. So every time you walk, the area toward your feet is much larger. So your feet just doesn't go into the snow. So you are able to walk. So that's why it's called snowshoeing or snowshoe, because you can walk, you can just see the nature or practice this sport, which is great. You burn lots of calories, by the way, because it's cold outside. So you burn lots of calories, but you actually need this snowshoe, and they highly recommend you to have those sticks because sometimes you might end up falling. So this is just to help you have more balance. So that's why the sticks. Okay, they're so interesting, these ones. But let's move on, guys. Air sports. So repeat. Let's wait for the slide to change. Okay, so hang gliding. Repeat. Hang gliding. Again, hang gliding. While we repeat, I want you guys to answer if there's anyone out there who likes radical sports. I want to know if there's anyone who likes radical sports. While we repeat and just get to know all the sports related to air, I would like to know if there's anyone who's like spirituals and like radical sports. Let's continue. Skydiving. Skydiving. Parachuting. Parachuting. Paragliding. Paragliding. Sky surfing. Sky surfing. Wingsuit flying. Wingsuit flying. Well, needless to say that these sports, like related to the air sports, are all radical sports. Emerson is saying, I love radical sports. I think just Emerson, because he's the only one who answered so far. So, guys, I'm not the type. I would say I'm the midterm. Like, I'm not the type of person who would do any of this. Let me see. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do. Emerson, would you do any of these? Would you, or have you ever done any of these? Guys, by the way, that's another question. Maybe you were not really into radical sports, but have you ever done any of these radical sports like skydiving, which is very famous in Brazil? Paragliding, parachuting is also famous in Brazil. Hang gliding, maybe, like, I know in Santos, São Paulo, they have some hang glidings. So Gilberton said, I suck at any sport, but I would like to parachute one day. Ooh, you are very brave. I wouldn't. And I wouldn't try any of these sports. Any. I'm not really into that. I have forgot to add bungee jumping. It's crazy. Like, I've tried once parasailing. I forgot to add parasailing here, guys. Do you know parasailing? Let me Google here. On my honeymoon, by the way. Parasailing. I forgot to add parasailing, and it was the only one. That's the closest to radical sport that I've been, guys. Here. So that's parasailing on my honeymoon in Punta Cana, and my husband hates radical sport. Hates. And it was like, let me tell you that's funny. Guys, I wanted to swim with the dolphins. That was my dream. That is my dream because I haven't swum with the dolphins so far. Just a second, we're going back to the sports. You're going to enjoy that. But swimming with the dolphins was like $200. And my husband was like, what? Just swim for half an hour with the dolphins? No way, no. Swim with there was like some sharks that they are friendly, or a rays. I said, no, I don't want a shark with the rays or with the shark. I want to swim with the dolphins. They're sweet. I said, no. $200, you are insane. No, we're not going to do it. Said, okay, so we got to balance the situation because, that was something that I would love to. I agree, it's expensive. It's kind of nonsense for half an hour, $200. So I was just browsing in Punta Cana the options we had, and there was this one which was like kind of cheap. I don't know, $50, $80. I don't remember. And he was like, "But I hate radical sports." And you choose like swimming with the dolphins or flying on parasailing, and. He was like, okay, let's go parasailing. And then we went parasailing, but it was so funny because up in the air, I was with my camera and I was just recording for our, personal memories. And I was like, hey, honey, look at that. And look here. I was like, no, I just can't I have to keep holding here. I'm so afraid. I'm very mean, I know, guys, but I wanted to do it. It was romantic, but let's move on here. I wanted to share. And parasailing, it's a radical sport. So that's the closest I've been to a radical sport. But I'm not really into it. I already put off paragliding. Really, Mateus? Oh my God. Guys, you are very brave here. I'm not really into it at all. Like, there's a limit. And there was like a cord just, hanging us. So it was okay, but just up in the air. I don't think I would try. But anyway, good, guys. I loved your comments. Thank you for sharing. Moving on. So two more air sports. So air racing, aerobatics, Very good. Aerobatics. Elisette is saying, I love radical sports too. I love bungee jump. Oh, you know. Have you ever done that before, Elisette? Have you ever jumped? Ugh, I don't think I would. Anyway, that's awesome. Guys, air racing. There is I don't know what to call them, but they're called Blue Angels. Just Google the Blue Angels on your computer, just Google. On Google is awesome. Just Google Blue Angels. They are coming to the Midwest this year, and I'll definitely go watch them. I think it's in Davenport, so I will record and I'll definitely share with you. Maybe we can build a class, a topic about it, because this is so interesting. I think they used to be the Air Force. I don't remember, guys, the whole story. I'm still about to learn about them, but they do air racing. That's the thing, and it's crazy because it just goes so low and so fast, and they do aerobatics, which is awesome as well. Whistler. Oh, yes, in Canada. Ooh, no way, Lisette. Oh my God, that's crazy. You're such a brave girl. That's awesome. So air racing and aerobatics. Well, ball over the net game. So these are specific sports, guys, that we have with regards to the net. Net is this thing that separates the court or the table, like table tennis, right? So this thing is called net, right? So this is ball over the net games. That's the name of that's the category for these sports. So guys, repeat: table tennis, badminton, tennis, volleyball, water volleyball, beach volleyball. So guys, once again, table tennis, badminton, tennis, volleyball, water volleyball, beach volleyball. Bat and ball games. Now, bat, guys, is this thing that you see here, right? This is called the bat. and the ball, which is obvious the ball, right? So repeat: softball, baseball, cricket. So again, softball, baseball, cricket. So guys, softball and baseball, they are basically the same. They're very similar. There are some differences, of course, but the main difference, I would say that, by the way, softball is more common among women and baseball among men, but not necessarily. Women can play baseball and men can play softball. It's just like what's more common here in the US. And softball, like baseball, I don't know how to play these games, but you throw the ball like that, and the softball from the, I don't know, guys, just Google it. But there's a difference with regards to the way you throw the ball. I think baseball, you throw it like that, and baseball like that. I don't know, guys, something like that. Board sports. Repeat, guys. Skateboarding. Skateboarding. Ainda não virou? Virou sim. Scootering. Scootering. Surfing. Surfing. Wakeboarding. Wakeboarding. Yeah, surfing and wakeboarding are in the water. I could have added to that category, but I built another one in here. So guys, skateboarding, just be careful, because in Portuguese we say, eu ando de skate. So skate, right? In English, it's not only skate. You gotta add skateboarding. Okay, and the material is the skateboard, but the sport is skateboarding. Don't forget to add the whole word in English. Okay, in Portuguese it's like shortened, but in English is skateboard. Okay, other sports. Now we're gonna start having lots of different sports in here, so let's move on because we have lots of content yet for today. So come on. Basketball. Basketball. Cycling. Cycling. Climbing. Climbing. By the way, guys, if while we are repeating here, we are just talking about these sports, if there's any sport here you have ever practiced, any different sport you have ever practiced, or if there's any sport you practice, right here in the comment, I would love you guys to interact and engage in the class, because it helps you like understand better the topic and get into the topic as well. So engage in here. If there's any sport you practice, or maybe you can write, Erika, I don't practice any sport, but I would love to start climbing, for instance. So I don't know, just adding here why we repeat. Okay, archery. Archery, not archery, right? Archery. Mountaineering. Mountaineering. Hiking. Hiking. That one is famous, right? Come on, let me wait it, turn. Yeah, soccer. Soccer. Football. Football. Handball. Handball. Ooh, scuba diving. We're getting there, Jordana. Ooh, that's really great. I've already done that before, and it's awesome. I play volleyball. Teresia. This is so great. I love volleyball. I've already played before. I know how to play it. Awesome. Keep answering, guys. I'm enjoying this a lot. Keep answering. Hunting. Hunting. It's legal here, okay, in the US, by the way. I don't agree, but it's not. It's just my opinion. If you hunt, feel free and be happy. This is just my opinion. But anyway, it's a sport. Walking. Walking. Running. Running. Well, my sports are here. Walking and running. That's it. Guys, soccer and football. Football is the same as soccer in the whole world, but in the US. In the US, soccer is what we usually play in Brazil, and football is the one you play using your hands. Actually, it's called football, but anyway. But in the rest of the world, football is football. And but here in the USA, Soccer, it's soccer, right? And football, they're different sports. And another curiosity, soccer here in the US is more common. Again, I'm not saying it's just played by, but I'm saying it's more common among women. That's right. Every time we're talking about soccer, like my neighbors and I, and we say that they say that that girls usually their daughters and everything, they're playing soccer because this is like usually teams here are more supported by like women playing soccer. So this is crazy because for us, mainly men in Brazil play soccer, right? Women, of course, women may play as well, can play and should play, but it's more common among men. Here's just the opposite about it. All right. Is there anyone out there who runs? Let me know. Let's keep going. Let me wait. Your slide change. Okay. Spring. Guys, spring is, okay, we have the season like fall, spring, summer, and winter, but spring is also sport, and I'm going to talk about it. Chess, hockey, swimming, aerobics, hurdles. So guys, spring, well, I put a picture here of Usain Bolt because he is a very great character for our sport, for spring. Spring is basically those short distance run that you have, and you know, the one who gets there first is the winner. So that's called spring in English. It's what basically Usain Bolt is good at. If I'm not wrong, Usain Bolt also hurdles, but anyway, spring is like the one that got him famous. Chess, guys, I also play chess. I've got like, I think I've only got one medal, but I've already won 2 championships of chess. Yes, very strategic. But I remember my dad was the one who taught me chess for the first time, and it was super great. I loved playing chess. There's a long time I don't play chess, by the way, but when I was like 16, 18, 20, I used to play a lot of chess, like a lot. Erika, para de bater na mesa, criatura. Hockey, not hockey, but hockey. I can say ice hockey or just hockey. What else? And hurdles are the ones that you have to run, and you have some barriers. So you have, not barriers, but you have some things just blocking. So you have just to jump and move on. So it's called hurdles in English. And they saying, I surf longboard almost every day. Ooh, that's so great, really. Oh, so you live, of course, at the beach, right? Oh, Jordana saying aerobics, dance. This is so great. I love aerobics as well. I don't do much, but I do love aerobics. Next block, come on. Okay, so figure skating. Figure, ó, pronúncia, não é figure, é figure, tipo Figaro. Figure skating. Curling. Scuba diving. Jordana, scuba diving, that's for you. Fencing. Car racing. Yes, you did it. That's awesome. Darts. Guys. Oh my God, I said darts com guys, come down, guys. Guys, darts, learn something. Darts is the sport Iowans. Iowans are people who live in Iowa, the state where I live. Iowans are, completely insane about darts. They're crazy. Like on weekends, they usually have parties. They go each one to their houses. They just have those dart boards, and they have some machines, professional machines, so you can play darts. They are crazy about darts. Everywhere you go, like bars, like pubs, like restaurants, they have a dart board so you can play darts. Like if you want to stop eating and just go play some darts. So Iowans, I don't know other states, but Iowans are crazy about darts. If one day you come to Iowa and you want to start a conversation, talk about darts. I mean it, I love it. And curling is a sport that I've watched so many videos and so many. I can never understand this sport, guys. Never. I think I might have some problem here, because don't ask me, just Google it if you don't understand about curling. And if you understand, you can teach me, because I don't understand curling whatsoever. Let's move on, guys. Other sports. So repeat as soon as you see the next slide. So long jump. Squash. It's not squash. It's a squash. Riding. High jump. Polo. Inline skating. Well, I think by the picture you can tell a lot by the sports. So let's move on, guys. I don't have anything to say here. Couple seconds until you see next slide. So come on. Weightlifting. The hammer. Yes, you have to add the word the for the hammer, the discus, and the javelin. Okay, these three sports, you must add the word the before it. Okay, so again, the hammer, the discus, the javelin, pole vaulting, windsurfing. Okay, so we're done with the sports. Now we're gonna start the common vocabulary, which are words that are very common when we're talking about sports, right? But are not sports, like they are related to the sports, okay? So guys, come on, let's continue. Stadium, or arena. So again, stadium, arena. Athlete. Se você ainda não consegue falar o TH, nem que você fale F, com som de F. Não gosto, tá errado, saiba disso, mas só para você não falar atlete ou atlete, tá? Athlete, ou som de F, athlete. Tá errado, lembra que é som de língua para fora. Athlete, ok? To cheer on. Court is where you play tennis, right? In a tennis court. Course. This one is a golf course. But you might I forgot to add golf in our sports, right? It's golf, the pronunciation, by the way. So this one is a golf course, but you might also have the word course for when you're running, you know, when you have some running. Oh my God, I missed a word. When you're running, you also have a course. So that's a word, okay, that you have for the place where you go running. Next one is a draw or a tie. So again, a draw, I remember the word lanes. You have different lanes when you are running. So you have also like lanes in a course to run, I remembered. So going back, a draw or a tie. Guys, a draw or a tie is when the match is over and both teams got the same score. So 0-0, 1-2, 1-2, 2-2. So you say, oh, it was a draw or it was a tie. Okay? More common vocabulary here. So let me wait it to just a second, guys. Let me wait here. So come on, repeat. Field. Like soccer field, right? Field. Gym. Medals. The D is like an R. Medals, on medals, but medals. And we have gold, silver, and bronze. Gold, like gold. Gold. It's weird like that, but it's gold. Silver and bronze. Opponent. Referee. Referee. Don't say judge. Judge is the person who is going to judge you when you get to the court, right? If you've done something wrong, or criminals are judged by judges. Not referees is in like soccer, for instance. So we have referee, okay? Someone who is going to judge the match. So the name of the profession is a referee. Referee. Score. Score. So what is the score of the game? So Patriots won. I don't know the other team. New England, I guess, right? 2. Oh my God. So that's the word score. Eli's saying, I need to do at least a walk, but I'm feeling so lazy. I know, Eli. I know. I feel lazy too. Like after class today, I'm going to the gym and it's super cold. It's like minus, I don't know, 10 maybe. I don't know the temperature right now, but I feel lazy all the time. It's so terrible. But we got to do it, right? We got to keep moving. Come on, Eli. Have to, not today, because I don't know if you're in Brazil. If you're in Brazil, it's too late, so you go tomorrow. Guys, let's move on. Now some parts related to some sports. So mitt. Mitt. Guys, mitt is this glove, but for the baseball that you have to, you know, hang the ball. So you have mitt. Hold, not hang, hold the ball, sorry. Tennis racket. Tennis racket. You also have squash racket. Squash racket. Not squash, but squash. Em português a gente fala, né? Vou jogar squash. Mas em inglês é squash. Golf club. Golf club. Guys, club is this equipment that we have to play golf. That we hit the ball. This is called golf club. Não é clube de golfe, não, tá? Não traduz. É o... taco, a gente fala taco de golfe, né? Acho que é em português taco de golfe. So we say golf club, right? Bat. Bat. Skis. Skis. Racing car. Racing car. All right, expressions. We're almost done, guys. So expressions and then verbs, and we're done for today. So stay with me. And so repeat, the first one is blow the competition away. Blow the competition away. Guys, to blow the competition away is like to win easily when it was a very easy game. So I say, ooh, we blew the competition away. Like the wrestler is so strong, he's going to blow the competition away. Next one, at this stage in the game. At this stage in the game. Oh no, this was an example, guys. I don't know. No, it's right. I was like, what? This is an expression. Why is it like that? Just forget it, guys. Just forget it. I'm sorry. So it means now or at this moment. Okay, so at the stage of the game, like, okay, like right now, it looks as tough it looks as though anyone could win the gold medal. So at this stage of the game, like so far, like right now, it looks as though anyone could win the gold medal. Okay, neck and neck. This expression is so curious. To be exactly even, like if there were two necks here. So to be exactly even, especially in a competition or race. Two horses were neck and neck throughout the race. Either of them could have won. So repeat, guys, neck and neck. Neck and neck. Come on, just some more. On target. On target. On target means to be doing the right thing to succeed. Like you are on the right path. You're just doing the right thing. So we are on the target to make a great profit this year. If you're talking about, of course, business, but you can say we are on the target to win this game. Let's keep doing that. We're gonna win it. And the last one, I guess it's the last one. Yeah. Front runner. Front runner. Guys, front runner is the person who's expected to win. For example, Mohammed Faraz. I don't know how to say this last name, guys. The front runner for the gold medal this year is Faraz. I'll have to check that. Sorry, guys. So Mohammed is the front runner for the gold medal this year. Okay? Now, some verbs with regards to go, play, and do. These three verbs are super duper common when we're talking about sports. If you remember, we have already learned that before. 2 or 3 classes ago, when we were talking about hobbies and recreation, I brought this. So actually, this is a plus and a reminder for you about it. So I'll be just really quick talking about to go, to play, and to do, because we've already seen that before. I just would like you to remember about this. Okay? So guys, to go, we are sorry, this was wait. Okay, what? To go, we always use when we're going to name the activity that we have, and it's in the gerund form with the ing form. So to go camping, to go swimming, to go scuba diving, okay, to go running, for instance. So you have go and the name of the activity in the ing form. So that's how you use the verb to go. To play, guys, to play we use with teams, rules, and competitions or tournaments. So, for example, to play a game of tennis, or to play football, to play golf, right? And so on. So we use the verb to play usually when we have a team, right? Some examples here, like volleyball, basketball, golf, chess, tennis, and so on. And the last one, to do. Guys, to do is more related to recreational activities like gymnastics, like yoga, like karate, jiu-jitsu, okay? And here's some other examples as well. So guys, we had like 27 slides of pure content. Like, there are so much knowledge in here, and I want you to take a look at it. So check our PDF file, listen to the MP3, because all these things are going to help you guys a lot to improve your English. And you know what's more interesting? Let me get back here so I can see you guys. Yeah. So you know what's more interesting? Sometimes we just take for granted this type of vocabulary when we're watching the news, or especially when the Olympic Games are like approaching. So we're kind of understand a little bit more what people were talking about, or even when something happens, good or bad, in the world, and someone starts talking about it in the news, so you understand better if you are just browsing something, or if you're on the social media and maybe someone you like talks about the sport and you were like, I got this sport because you had more vocabulary. So guys, never ever underestimate any type of vocabulary, right? Even if you don't like to talk much about that, but sometimes someone is going to approach you and starts talking about it. And conversation, communication, these things are all part of like fluency, right? So if you want to improve your English, if you want to speak English fluently, more confidently, you gotta learn more vocabulary, expressions, know your mistakes. Remember this book? Know your mistakes. So when you have to speak, you're gonna do it more confidently, and it's gonna sound much better. Okay, guys, so this is it for today. I really hope you have enjoyed today's class. Guys, don't forget to like here the video on YouTube, because, you know, that's the way that I have. That's my thermometer that I have to understand if you're enjoying the classes. I'm going to, in 5 minutes, I'm going to upload this class to, VIP. So you can watch it again, take a look at the PDF. And guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here with me, and see you next Tuesday in March. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye-bye.